of the Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the LSU Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. We'll keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. And the Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Berry. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Defense all over it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll stop him right there on the return. To the back. Breaks the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal. You still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Finds his man. It's Davis. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Vols are flying down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Staley. At the 20, he's got space. Makes the catch and he's free. A likely touchdown saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, this This offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious. And these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Drops back. It's Levin. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on third down. Going for it all. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. They're field this one in tight quarters. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the move, it's Bishop.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. In the backfield, it's Bishop. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Out wide left, it's Bishop. Turning it on! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
And how about the bounce back for this QB? He's already got more passing yards right now than he had all last game. Nice job not getting down, not getting negative, not letting one bad game turn to two. Nice bounce back already in this next game.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
Uh-oh, look out. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right at the line. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll go with Durham. There's some room. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he knows how to finish in style, a 66-yarder to the house. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Going to try to get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And now on second down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating. To see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Let's see if they can beat the play clock this time after the delay. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw one first. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Brings it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That is an unbelievable play by the offense. Not only do you convert 3rd down, not only do you convert 3rd and long, but you get an explosive play that now sets you up on the opponent's goal line, 1st and goal. Wow.
Quarterback keeps it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Bishop. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From deep, it's Wilson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Green. Racing down the left side. Inside the 30. 10. He is in. Touchdown LSU. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you can tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Right side, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Left side, it's Staley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Sells to run, looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Matthews. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Five receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to keep it in the air. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those third down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
Is as a head coach to have a kicker like this. It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Levitt. He's going for a big play downfield. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 9 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Horned Frogs coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That fourth down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free 1st down. When it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say about it.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Moving the pocket, it's Levitt. Fires quickly. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. They'll run the screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Staley. Oh, he's got some space. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to the well. There's a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown ball! They take the lead with the 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They want to throw it. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide right, it's Watkins. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Love the poise on that play. You saw when he escaped the pocket, he was on the move. He didn't take his eyes from looking downfield. He kept reading the coverage, located a receiver, and picked up a huge chunk play.
The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Nine-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry here.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Using his legs, it's Berry. Driven back.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's going to fire deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Running inside. It's Bishop.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Right side, it's Smith. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Ready, go. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Fights off a defender. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Back has it. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Wilson has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Until that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
To the air, it's Levitt. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabs it in the middle. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22.
Well, that was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. On the return, it's Dodson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The snap sets up the throw. Under, sacked at the 7.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Flag 14! Flag 14! Escape! Escape!
He's changing the play.
Stop! Got him!
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Bishop. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
Eagle! Eagle! Straight on the end!
2nd down, gonna throw it. They're all over it. And he gets rid of it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Levitt. Left side is Green. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And I get it. You're trying to be smart right now because you got to go down the field, and you got to make something happen, and you got to make it happen pretty fast. But now you got to understand the situation.
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Snapped on 4th down. Going for the big play. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area. But this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball is right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through, and Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And, David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Watkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.